Service from Miami to Orlando in 3 hours. The Orlando station will be completed in 2017. And then there was a special presentation made regarding a simulation center that's in Orlando, and it's the largest simulation center in the world. And they need funding from the state to maintain this center, and we were asked as a Congress, as a leadership Congress, to adopt a resolution to that effect, asking the governor to support and help fund this simulation center. If the simulation center doesn't get the funding, we're going to lose thousands of high-paid jobs in this area. So the Congress did approve the resolution, and we will be asked to sign it as its representatives, and we'll get that to the governor. But that will make a tremendous impact on our area. The Leadership Congress, I don't know, so I had explained this to you before, it involves 7 counties around Central Florida, and there is one representative from each county representing all the cities. I represent Lake County cities. One representative from every county representing the county government, the county commissioners, and one from each county school board. There's 21 of us that meet. And it's a fascinating experience meeting all these mayors and from throughout the counties in Central Florida with like 500,000 people being represented. On the 17th, I had coffee with the mayor at Erica's Tea Room, and some of the issues that were discussed by people there were improvement of our parks, which we have, Flat we do have some improvements already set aside funding for. Fees, people question why we charge a fee for the splash pad, and I expressed the thought that if you paid $15, you can go in as many times as you want for a whole year, and I don't think that's an extravagant amount of money to help pay for the cost of running the splash pad. But many people weren't aware of that, so I would ask that the city make it a point, either on our webpage or advertising of some sort, that this fee is available for $15 for the season. Also, there were concerns about improvements on 12th Street, you know, that big building that's no longer there. And also, people wanting a tenant for Sweet Bay, because we've all wanted that for quite a while. And about the fact that here in the city of Clermont, we have people who are in serious need. And we do have homeless people here, and we may not be aware of it. And we have children. I know that many of the churches, and mine is one of them, that collects food every week and helps children, particularly over the weekends, have food. And there are churches that also cook food for residents who are in need. So just keep that in mind if your church reaches out to you. As wonderful and as great as our city is, we still have people who are in need. On the 19th, I attended a Federation of Garden Clubs and welcomed all the members to our area, and it was held at Trilogy. It was great again, meeting people from other areas in the city. Then I attended a meeting at Kings Ridge Women's Club where I spoke to them about all the events and happenings in our city and the future developments coming. On the 20th, I gave a presentation on the environment and conservation to the Clermont Garden Club and spoke about our reclamation of wastewater. By the way, we reclaim 1 billion gallons of water a year, which is phenomenal, I think. For us, that's water we have to use from the aquifer. Our new recycling program and our own regulations regarding landscaping and drought-tolerant grasses to be used in new developments. On the 26th, I attended a presentation that I really wish many more people could have attended. It was in reference to the Charleston 9 tragedy. Now, many of you may not know about it and never heard of it. The Charleston 9 tragedy was a fire in Charleston, South Carolina in 2007, where 9 firefighters were killed during the fire. And some of the conditions were the result of the city's efforts to cut spending. So they didn't have fire inspectors. They didn't have so many things. They didn't move a fire hydrant, they just shut it down instead of replacing it. So they had to drag a hose almost 2,000 feet to connect a hose to fight that fire. So there were so many things. I mean, they had the voices of the firemen that were in that fire calling and reaching out for help. And it was something that will stay with me. But some of the conditions there concern me. We have a wonderful, phenomenal fire department. I've never questioned that from the minute I moved here. But I do want to make sure that our city and our fire department is never put in a position as what happened in Charleston, South Carolina. I have asked for the city manager and fire department representatives to meet with me as a group, and let's make sure that nothing is in question about the staffing, the training, and the equipment that our firefighters have. And that is all I want to say about it. It's difficult for me to talk about. But in reference to Mr. Mullins, check our website. We have got so many things going on, it's phenomenal. Not only through next Saturday and Sunday, but into November as well. So have a good time here in Clermont too. All right, I'd like to go next to the consent agenda.